welcome Harrison Hacks.
Hey guys, welcome back to Harrison Hacks. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install my latest release for the HyperArcade. This is the Sega Model 3 add-on for that build. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. As usual, the link in the description is going to take you to the Arcade Punk's website, and you'll scroll down until you see the HyperArcade Sega Model 3 add-on. You can go ahead and download that. Once you have it downloaded, you're going to have a Sega Model 3 add-on.zip as well as a Sega Model 3 add-on.z01, 2, 3, and 4. What you're going to want to do is just go to the actual zip file, right click, extract here. Once you have that extracted, you're going to have a HyperArcade folder and an add Sega Model 3 to attract config.txt. So what we're going to do first is open up our H drive where we have HyperArcade installed, and I'm going to go to the root of H. You want to be able to see your HyperArcade folder. We're going to take our recently downloaded add-on, and you can either cut or copy it and paste it right into the root of H. So I'm not going to do that at the moment. I've already done it, but it's already installed. And once that's all done, what we're going to want to do is open up this text file here, add Sega Model 3 to attract.config, highlight everything just like this, right click, copy, we'll close that out. Now we're going to go into our HyperArcade folder, we're going to go to attract, and you can see we have an attract.cfg file. We're going to want to open that and edit with Notepad++. So once you have it open, you can go, I'm going to put mine after my Sega Model 2 display. So I'm going to click right next to favorite equals 1 here. You can see my cursor. I'm going to press enter, enter. Now, more than likely, your cursor is going to be right there, if you can see it blinking. You're going to just press left, left on your keyboard. Make sure it's all the way to the far side. And then we'll right click near it and paste. So when you're all done, it should look exactly like this. Just like that. Don't forget to hit save, and we'll close it out. So what we're going to want to do is go back to the root of our HyperArcade folder, and we're going to go into emulators. You'll see now you have Sega Model 3. So we're going to pop that open really quick, and all the way at the bottom, supermodel-ui.exe, open that up. Don't worry, it says no games available. Totally perfectly fine. There's no issues there. We're going to click Tools, Options, and from here you can set your sound, your graphics with your resolution. Here is to do your button config. So right now I have it on player 1, and this is just the basic buttons. You also have gun games, race games, and others. I'm not going to get into the whole setup here. Basically, you're up for player 1, you can have direct input, X input, or raw input. And it's totally up to you, however you want to configure. Once you have your buttons configured, make sure you hit save. And then we'll go to File, Exit. Now we're going to launch up HyperArcade and see this thing in action. So I do have a new intro there, just something I'm messing with, guys. I've been messing with HyperArcade a little bit. But you can see in your menu wheel, you do have Sega Model 3. And for this, we'll launch Virtua Fighter 3. I have my computer muted right now, but there's definitely sound. And there we go. So it's already got a bezel, and you can see the scan lines in there. This is the Model 3, excuse me, bezel. But everything's working. I'll put in some coins. Player 1 start. And boom, we're rocking and rolling. Back out to HyperArcade. And there we go. So that is Sega Model 3. That's the HyperArcade add-on. I'm trying to do as many add-ons as I can. As you guys know, I'm working on the Vintage Collection Massive build, which I'll be trying to get as many update videos for that build as I possibly can. But for now, this is the HyperArcade Sega Model 3 add-on pack. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Please tell everyone to like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be fantastic. If anyone wants to support me on Patreon, or you can hit the donate button on my main YouTube page, that would be phenomenal. But again, guys, I appreciate this. I appreciate everybody who's subscribed. Hit that like button. Anyone who's a patron. I mean, everybody that supports what I do. Even just the views. I mean, that helps my channel grow. So, again, guys, you know it. Have a good day.